All right. Good morning. Good morning, America. This is Monday morning. And hey, I'm coming to you today to talk to you for those salespeople. I want to talk to those salespeople that earn an income. They earn an income, they make a living, they provide for themselves, their families, their loved ones by selling a product or service. Hey, it's game time coming up. I'm on the East Coast in America. You might be on the West Coast, so it's pretty early for you, which is great. I hope you're able to catch this and get a head start on the day. I hope that it's being Monday morning. If this is the beginning of your week, some folks start on Sundays, some folks start on Saturdays. But if you're a salesperson and it's any day of the week, Monday through Sunday, hopefully you're getting up and you're attacking the day as if it's a game, as if it's something that you've got to win like the Super Bowl. Hopefully you're planning the night before and you're waking up the next morning and executing the plan, not waking up, having that coffee going, man, what am I going to do today? Man, I really hope I get a sale today. I really hope I make some money today. You know, you don't want to come home at the end of the day and be like, man, I just didn't work out as I thought. Didn't happen, right? Other people will be like, hey, how's that new job going? You know, your new salesperson over at this new job, how's it going? Oh, it's great. And then as time goes on, it's okay. It's all right. And you start looking at other places, start looking, oh, maybe if I go over there, maybe if I do that, maybe if management, right? Maybe if the leads were better, things of that sort. So I want to talk to those folks that are going to the game today, the game of making money. The game of selling a product or service. They're going to trade their knowledge, their know-how. They're going to provide a product or service that's going to help somebody else improve their life. They're going to be of service. They're going to give all they got to help others. I want to talk to those folks that do that and get money in exchange for it. All right. When you're going to work today, the things that should be on your mind are, what are the actions that are going to make me money today? What are the actions that I can take that will service somebody? And when I say service, I mean improve their life. What will help them solve a problem? What will help them get closer to their goals? What will help them provide for their loved ones? Or maybe they're very well off, money's not a concern, but they want to leave a legacy or help others. How can you help them reach those goals? The only way you can do that is through communication. You've got to be able to communicate. You've got to be able to connect with those folks and say, hey, I can help you. This is what I can do. Is this something that you want to do with me? Let's talk about the first way you're going to communicate. You're going to connect with folks. You're going to either have to pick up the phone, meet them in person, or some other virtual way, right? So we got to talk about the greeting. You're either going to have to pick up the phone and call somebody and greet them, or they're going to walk into your establishment, your business, and you're going to have to walk up to them and greet them. Either way, both take your action. You have to go to them. Don't ever expect the customer, you sit back at your desk, and you're like 20 feet from the door. I walked into a John Deere store. I live out in the country. I love John Deere and tractors and things like that. Walked into the John Deere store a while back, and there's two salespeople. They sit about 20 feet from the door on either side. And you have to go through them to get to the toys, to get to the parts counter. And I have a bunch of kids, and we love going to the toys. I've walked by them so many times, and I'm always looking for, I have a couple steel chainsaws and things like that. I'm always looking for tools and a good deal. These guys have never, ever gotten up and come over and said hello to me. I think one time somebody was like, hey man, what's up? I think it was like a year before they even knew my name. Don't ever wait. Like, you need to go to them, whether it's picking up the phone and calling somebody that doesn't know you or does know you or done business with you, or it's somebody walking on the car lot, walking in your business. Even if you are say you sell clothes at Macy's. Hopefully Macy's is still around, right? I used to work at Sears and sell appliances and things. Don't ever wait. You see somebody over in a different section of the store. Nobody's helping them. You saw them walk in. They're walking around. They're looking around. Not everybody wants to be harassed, but everybody wants to be greeted. Say hello. Be nice. Everybody wants information. Like, they didn't come to your establishment to not learn anything, to not get any information. They came there for a reason. Why today? Why did they stop in? What are they looking for? They're just trying to waste time. They're just looking. Oh, okay. So are they waiting on somebody else? Is that why they're just looking? Why are they just looking? So it comes to my first thing there. Take interest. Take interest in what they're saying. So you're going to pick up the phone, you're going to walk up, however you're going to greet somebody. Today, you're going to greet somebody. Take interest in their response. And now let's talk about that. So if we take an interest in their response, you're probably going to get an objection of some sort, what most people consider an objection. But it's probably just going to be what Grant Cardone calls a reactionary defense response. It's like, hey, this person just walked up to me. I don't know who they are. They're going to try to sell me on something, right? So I'm just looking. I'm not it. You're calling somebody. Hey, love to do business with you. Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't know who you are. Don't know. I'm not interested. They're going to give some sort of response. It's probably a defense mechanism. They don't even have enough information right now to be not interested. They don't even know what you're selling. They don't know what you do. They don't know who you are. If somebody's just looking, have they ever been to the store before? Like, are they just looking because they've never been there before? Why are they just looking? It's just a defense mechanism because they don't trust you. They don't know you. So what you've got to do today is you've got to think about, hey, the actions I'm going to take as a salesperson to make money. First, you got to communicate. Well, with everything, you got to communicate. But first, you got to think about, how am I going to greet folks? Am I picking up the phone and calling? Am I walking up to them and talking to them? Then you've got to understand, hey, what's my most common objection I get? There's only a few. Everybody's like, oh, how can you plan for, you don't know what they're going to say. Well, you create the objections. A lot of people might not agree with that, but when you think about it, how you approach somebody, how you talk to them, your demeanor, how you respond to them is going to make them feel a certain way and create certain objections. So if you're going up there and being like, hey, what can I get you today? You can't give me nothing, right? I don't want to talk to you. You're just trying to sell me on something. But if you're getting, hey, I'm not interested. Well, how much information do they have? Let's practice that, because here's the next thing is, once you identify your actions that you've got to take to make money, which I'm gonna give you all the actions you need today. But once you identify the actions you need to make money today, to go home a winner at this game, right? Then you start role playing and practicing. Now, hopefully you do this on a daily basis. Hopefully you already have a plan. You thought last night, you said, hey, you know what? My most common objection is not interested. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it until I know it. And I'm gonna keep hitting it every single day until I know how to handle not interested. And that's another thing too, is so many folks say, oh, well, there's so much, right? I got to know all these closes. I got to know all these openings, these greetings. I got to do these objections. I've got to, there's all these features, advantages, benefits. I got to know it all. Start somewhere. Pick one objection. Let's start at the very beginning. The very beginning is you have to show up for work. Welcome to work. As Ms. Sherry Hamilton at 10X headquarters says, love it. She always greets her staff. Welcome to work. That's first. You got to show up. Then you got to start greeting people. You got to pick up that phone. You got to get over that call reluctance because you don't know what you're doing. You don't have this follow-up program in place. Pick up the phone. You got to greet people. You got to walk up to them and have confidence and competence in what you're doing and how you're going to respond and help that person, right? But then you got to role play what you know is coming. You know they're just looking. You know they're not interested. You know that they don't know you. It's a defense response because they don't know you. They don't trust you. They think all you're trying to do is max out your paycheck. Grant Cardone says, service is senior to selling. You have to have the right attitude of, hey, I really want to help this person because I want them to come back. I want them to do business with me. I want them to spread the word. I want them to tell their friends and be like, dude, you got to go talk to Justin. Or like Stephen O'Connell in Arizona. Arrowhead Motors. Great dude. Look him up on LinkedIn, Stephen O'Connell. Connect with him. Absolutely service oriented, right? There to help people first. And if you find it valuable, then they'll do business with you, right? They'll do business with you if you help them out. Okay, so we're going to talk about not interested real quick. Not interested. Let's role play it real quick. Hey man, just coming up to you and I'm saying I'm greeting you or I'm calling you. Most times if you're greeting somebody on like a showroom floor or something like that, they're going to have a defense response of, hey, I'm just looking. I'm just waiting for somebody. I'm looking for somebody. Something that they don't want to talk to you, right? They want you to like go away. If you're on the phone, that's probably where you're going to get more of the not interested, right? You're calling somebody and you're like, hey man, like Grant Cardone sales trading legitimately increases people's revenue more than 30% in less than 90 days. Absolutely. That's not just like a something we tell people. That's the truth. We've seen it way more than that. But I tell people that and they go, yeah, not interested. You're like, in my mind, I'm like, so you're not interested in increasing your income, right? Like that doesn't make sense. But the people I'm talking to, I know, having a little bit of emotional intelligence, I think they call it, something like that, is that they don't have enough information to be interested. It's just a defense response. So yeah, absolutely. Hey man, totally agree. I wouldn't be interested either if I didn't see the value in this, and if I didn't have any information on this, right? You don't have enough information right now to be interested. So let me ask you, like you got to ask your qualifying questions. So you're going to handle the not interested. Hey, absolutely, totally agree with you. I wouldn't be interested either. I wouldn't expect you to be interested because you don't have enough information. Just keep it simple like that. Like you can do some different variations, but keep it simple. But once you say that, you need to transition. So let me ask you, and ask your qualifying question. Go back to your script. You should have a script. All right. You should have a script. You should practice script until it sounds natural. Even if it's a bad script, you're like, oh, this script sucks. I hate scripts. Do it until you do it good. And then you can start thinking about changing it. Stick to your script. All right. So let me ask you, ask your qualifying question to kind of get some information out of them. If you want more information about qualifying questions, connect with me at thecommittedsalesman.com. We can go through that. Okay. But then after, and they say, no, man, really, I am not interested. Oh, absolutely. Hey, completely understand that you're not interested. Other than you being not interested, is there any other reason you wouldn't give me a few moments of your time? No, man, I'm just not interested. Okay, absolutely understand that. Other than the fact that you're not interested, I mean, besides the fact that you're not interested, would that keep you from showing you something that might potentially improve your situation? They're like, no, man, I'm just not interested. Okay, absolutely. So when you say you're not interested, what do you mean by that? Dude, I'm just not interested. I don't know nothing about this. Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be interested either if I didn't have enough information. If I've never seen something before. If I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to dig into it, right? Why are they not interested? Let's say they just keep saying it. Oh, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Go to options. Hey, are you not interested because this is a cold call because you don't know me? Which, are you not interested because I just popped out of the bushes on you today? Like kind of switch it up and ask them a different way, trying to get an understanding of why they're not interested. There are legitimate reasons why somebody would not be interested, such as, hey man, I just got a car wreck. I'm totally out of my mind right now. My phone rang and I just answered it. I got other things going on, right? Like I had a little fender bender or something. I'm not talking about a car wreck, like where he's laying on the ground, but like had a fender bender and I'm trying to deal with stuff and you called. I thought it was the insurance company calling me back, right? There's legitimate reasons why people are like, need to get off the phone, but you need to understand that it's not your decision to assume what they mean. Like you need to dig into it and say, hey man, like totally get it. Like, are you not interested because something's going on or because this cold call and I just popped out on you today and I'm just trying to help you out? Like, why is it? Why are they not interested? All right. So what I'm getting at today is that you need to think about the actions you're going to take to make money today. You've got to communicate. All right. You've got to role play the actions are coming. And here's the things. I wrote this down. I wrote this down this morning because I wanted to make sure that I had it right and I didn't miss any. So you're going to either pick up the phone or greet somebody. Either way, you're going to greet somebody today. You've got to pick up that phone or you got to walk up to somebody. You got to take action first, right? If you work in a in they call them BDRs. If you work somewhere where like they call into you, right? You still have to show up and you still have to pick up the phone. You still have to answer the phone. Okay, so you still have to take action first. Like somebody can call in. If you don't answer it, it's going to go to voicemail or they're going to hang up. They're going to go to somebody else. You still have to take action to initiate the process of helping somebody. All right. So role play that. Even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even if it's by yourself, role play it. All right, second thing is demo. You've got to demonstrate. You've got to be able to demonstrate your product or service. Some people say, oh, well, I can't really demonstrate my product or service. I have a janitor company or something like that, right? How am I going to demonstrate whatever it is, right? At some point, you've got to be able to present your products or service. Here's the thing that I will challenge you on is pick a feature of your product or service. And today, practice presenting the benefit of that feature. Just one. Just pick one. And what you want to do is in your conversations, when you're fact finding or discovering, you're finding out, hey, what is the benefit they're looking for? So pick one that you think is most common to your products or services, and then practice in the demonstration, demonstrating the benefit of that feature, and then stop right there. Don't go through your whole thing. Do that one thing, and then ask them, hey, have you seen enough to make a decision? That might shorten your sales cycle. You still did the presentation, but they might be like, yeah, it's exactly what I'm looking for. Great. Let's get you started. Okay. So you need to practice that demo, but you need to practice it in a very methodical manner. Meaning first, you got to identify what are you demonstrating, because you can't just demonstrate everything. And then how are you going to demonstrate it? The demonstration is where you are going to show your value and justify your price. So you need to practice it. All right, third thing is close. You've got to be able to close. Not just one. You need to be able to write down 5 or more ways to close a customer. Can you use 5 different ways to close the same deal? The same customer, same deal. Or do you have just one? Hey, do you want to do this? Here's the numbers. Are you ready to buy? Those are all horrible. Horrible. How can you help them make decisions that makes them feel good, makes you feel good, and it's a win-win for everybody? I'll tell you right now, the way to do it is to be logical. Because you understand their situation, you understand what they're looking for, you know that this is the right product for them or service, and you know how valuable you and the company are, how much service you're going to give them after the deal. Show them that. Don't just tell them. But you need to be able to write it down. How are you going to do that? If you're just showing up to work and being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to talk to somebody and hope it works. No, you got to role play it. So if you're not doing this is what I'm saying is you can't be waking up in the morning with your coffee and being like, okay, now I'm going to figure out what I'm doing today. You should be waking up in the morning and role playing the things you figured out the night before that you're going to work on today before you get into work. When you go on lunch, you need to take a moment, assess where you're at, and be like, okay, what actions can I take? What are my money-making actions for the rest of the day today? And then role play it real quick, drill it real quick, and then get back to it. All right, last thing is follow up. Follow up. Everybody says, hey, fortune's in the follow-up, all that stuff. Absolutely. Why the fortune's in the follow-up is because you have to stay consistent. You're building trust. You're building relationships with people. You're taking somebody from, hey, I don't know you, I never even heard of you before, to doing business with you, and then them telling their friends and bringing their friends and family to you. So yes, follow up. That is a money-making action. All right. Now, follow up can happen in the first 5 minutes, or it can happen in the last 5 minutes of your day, and everywhere in between. What are you doing to follow up? A lot of folks get the first part of their day messed up, the greeting, the phone calls, picking up the phone. They mess that up because they don't know what they're going to do to follow up. Oh, it's an automated email. It's going to go, every other day, every couple of weeks, an automated email goes out. That's follow up, but that's not all you do, right? If you're truly wanting to service somebody, they have an issue, right? First of all, you want somebody to know who you are and you want to get to know them, right? You're going to call them and be like, hey man, when can we link up? I'm really trying to get in touch with you. I'd really love to do this. Let's go to lunch. Let's do something, right? Or if they're already a customer, hey, how's it going? I know you've been on our product for 2 months. How's it going? Right? Follow up with people. That can happen in the first 5 minutes if you want. I'll say this, that in the beginning, the first thing you should do in the day is try to get out of obscurity. How are you going to get known by people that can do business with you? If you don't have an answer to that question, for today, in the first part of the day, how are people that you don't know, that don't know you, how are you going to connect with them? Not in a general sense. Oh, I'm gonna get on social media. I'm gonna put some stuff out there and be like, hey, do some lives, But how are you going to reach out directly to somebody and get known by them? Not saying do business with them. Of course, that is the end state that we're hoping to do, because I want to create a relationship with people. I want to build my network, not just make money. I want to build my network. I want to help them. They want to help me. I want to have people that are going the same direction. But you can't do that if you have no plan, no idea of what specific actions you're going to take today to meet people, to know people. You're just going to show up to work and hope somebody walks in the door. I mean, you work at a car dealership, you're going to be out on the lot. You're like, yeah, it's my 45-minute stint or whatever on the lot. I gotta go walk around the lot. Hopefully somebody shows up. What are you doing? Why are you not? I mean, maybe it's a company policy or something, but why are you not on the lot? If there's nobody on the lot standing out there, why are you not reaching out to people while on the lot? Why are you not social media, taking pictures, posting stories, talking about the awesome features your vehicles have? Your vehicles are amazing, state of the art, have crazy stuff going on in them. Stuff that I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what the latest, pickup truck or SUV has in it, right? So like, why? Or for example, if you're like selling SUVs and they're perfect for like families, right? Have kids in school, all that sort of thing. Or, I live out in the country and a good farm truck would be great and all that stuff. Why are you not going out there and putting out there while you're waiting on customers? Nobody's on the lot and you're just standing out there. Put it out there. Hey, this vehicle right here has this one thing that would be perfect for somebody that has kids in school, and this is why. If that resonates with you, give me a call back. Here's my number. Here's my direct cell phone number. Give me a call. Let's talk about it right now. Just reach out to people. What's your plan? What actions are you taking? All right, so we gotta communicate. We gotta pick up the phone. We gotta greet. We've got to practice our demo, one feature, and how that's an actual benefit. What benefit that connects to. We gotta close. We got to know how to close, not just hey, here's the numbers. That's not closing, right? Anybody can do that on the internet or whatever. I go on the internet, see the numbers and click buy on Amazon. That's not closing, right? We got to practice. How are we going to help people make a decision? That is closing, helping them rationalize. Is this the right call? Should I do this? Is this benefit right for me? Is this really going to get me closer to my goals? That's closing. And then you got to follow up. You got to have follow up in there. Follow up is not an end of day activity. It is an always activity. Okay. Those are your money making actions. Get on it. Role play it. If you don't look, I just give you a lot to think about right now, but what you can do is start writing down what objection are you getting? Start there. What's the most common objection you're getting? And how are you spending your time? If you're selling clothes and nobody's in the store because everything's online now, all that stuff, why are you not thinking about how can I get customers? How can I connect with people? What can I show them that maybe people don't know about? I don't know what the latest clothes in Macy's is, the boots and the gloves and we got into the holiday season coming up for a lot of folks, right? I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or whatever you celebrate, right? But like, it's present time. I would love for people to be reaching out and being like, look, if you want to get your wife something special, check this out, right? Like, that'd be great. Put it out there. You don't need the company to advertise for you. You can do it yourself, right? You can put it out there. You can become the person that knows that everybody's like, oh man, I need to go see whoever it is down in Macy's because they know their stuff. I might be in a different state and still call them like, I saw you on social media. I'm direct messaging social media. I love that. Can I get that? Can you send it to me? Right? There's tons of ways. You got to be creative. Think about how you're using your time. Think about the most common objection you're getting. And are you being serious? Are you seriously preparing for the game? First of all, are you showing up? But when you show up, are you just showing up kind of like, I'm here. I hope something happens. I hope I make money today, Or are you showing up being like, I'm making money today and this is how I'm doing it? this is exactly what I'm going to do. I encourage you to get there. All right. Hey, I'm Justin Bondietti. I'm a Grant Cardone licensee. I specialize in helping people apply Grant Cardone's training to their situation. I help them increase their income. Specifically, I look for businesses with sales teams, but I also help individual salespeople. I do coaching with them individually. We have a coaching program for that. If you want to connect with me, check out thecommittedsalesman.com, thecommittedsalesman.com. All right. Hey, be great.